What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice.
She a fool for doing it. There's no goddamn way in hell I would have ever signed my name. I don't give a shit how popular I was. I would have never signed my name to Target. I don't care if Target giving her $10 million. She could have started her own company. She could have sold her own product. $56 million out the gate. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way in hell I would have ever. 20 million ain't even enough. This woman has the ability. All she had to do was create 5 cookbooks. $150 million in the bank. 100% hers. No middleman, no agent, no manager, nobody to pay but your labor and your employees. $150 fucking million yours. Could have been me. Ain't no way in hell that could have been me. Ain't no way in hell. $40 million when I got the potential to make $400 million? No way. There's no way. There's no way. Do you hear me? I need you to hear me. Kip, there is absolutely no fucking way in hell.
Y'all all right? So listen real quick. I was talking to a good friend today, and he was sharing with me how something that somebody did upset him. And he was like, honey, and they had the nerve to say what they said, right? And so I told him, I said, you know, some folk, that's all they have is the nerve. Honey, they only have the nerve to say foolishness. They only have the nerve to talk about folk. They only have the nerve to look down on folk. They only have the nerve to complain. Some folk, that's all they got is the nerve. And that is why your success get on their nerves. Your happiness get on their nerves. Your joy get on their nerves. Honey, your family and your home get on their nerves. Your job, your career, it gets on their nerves because that's all they got. They spend so much time complaining and having the nerve to speak on other folk that that's all that they have gotten left is their nerve. So baby, don't spend your time letting them type of folk get on your nerve. Okay? That's all they got. But you have so much more. Honey, they have no integrity. They have no loyalty. They have no joy, no love, no compassion. They don't have a good family life. They don't have good friendships. That's why they're so focused on other folk. That's why everything get on their nerve. And that's why that's all they got left. It's the nerve to cut up and act a fool. Don't let them folk get to you. All right? Very good. I love you. Now, go about your business. Have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't let nobody get on your nerves, okay? Don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. I love y'all. Bye.
All right, so let's get into this Black Enterprise article, because the fact that they are even jumping into this situation speaks volumes. But this is not the first time that Black Enterprise has written about Darius Cooks, and a lot of people call him Dariuscrooks because of all of the fraud that he had been convicted for in Georgia for his credit repair scam, and a number of other things. I'm not going to go down the laundry list, but the fact that they got into this, I want to share this article with you guys, and I encourage you to go and check out Val B Reacts. I really, really enjoy his content, and he has a very personal connection, I should say, to Darius Cooks, always known as Dariuscrooks, because he got scammed by Darius years ago, and he's been brave enough to talk about it. And I kind of feel like his YouTube channel and the content that he does, where he is exposing Darius, is like kind of God's way of allowing him to get back all that and then some, in terms of the money that he lost from the partnering up with him that didn't work out, and just the different things that Darius does. So I'm going to link one of his videos in the description box for you to check out. It's actually one of his latest ones, but he has got a playlist. Okay. He's got a playlist. So I feel like there's nobody really better to talk about him, with a lot of receipts, a lot of background information. But let's go ahead and get into this article. Chef Darius Cooks Williams had a lot to say. And let me pause it for a moment, because the fact that they're calling him a chef, I feel, is far-fetched. Cooks, call him a cook. But a chef, I beg to differ. But let's continue. Had a lot to say about Tabitha Brown's permanent partnership with mega retailer Target. On October 10th, the outspoken culinary insider went live on Instagram to share his thoughts on Brown's latest limited edition collection with Target. The collection, released in July, offers an uplifting range of products from 5 categories: groceries, gifts, essentials, stationery, kitchenware, and home decor, with prices ranging from $2.99 to $70. Although this is the latest in a series of collections Brown has launched with Target over the past 2 years, Williams criticized Brown for partnering with the retail giant instead of releasing the products through her own brand. He also believes the retailer is setting Brown up to fail by placing her items on, quote, the bottom shelf. He described the 2 different concepts Brown could pursue. First was Target using your name, which Williams called Brown a fool for doing. Williams said no matter how much Target offered Brown, her strong following could have enabled her to sell the products through her own platform. How many followers does Tabitha Brown have? He said. Millions. She could convert 1 million of her followers into buying a $56 air fryer. That's a $56 million bottom line. He went on to call her a fool again, stating that he would never have entered into a partnership with Target if he had the same level of fame as Brown. The majority of the reactions to Williams' tirade was negative. Saying I would never when you were never asked to is diabolical, one user wrote. Chef Darius, if you ain't having a good day, don't you dare go out there messing up nobody else's. There was one person who appeared to understand where Williams was coming from and offered to further reiterate his point. We may not like the person or the delivery, but Darius made some valid points. We all love Tabitha. I think in a nutshell, he's saying she sold herself short. And, that's an opinion. But not everybody wants to have the responsibility of having all of that on them. So there is definitely benefit to partnering with a big brand like Target. And let's be clear, if Darius was asked, he quite quickly would have said absolutely. All right, don't give me any BS about I would never do it. It's always the people that say they would never when they were never even considered for the opportunity. So honestly, I feel like he's mad. I don't follow him and a whole lot of stuff that goes on. There's a whole lot of stuff that it's like, would you rather be somebody like Darius, where you make the majority of your money being messy on social media, going live and laying up in bed with your taco meat chest showing taco, you know what I mean? Like, to be messy, and the people that follow him and for the most part interact with that type of stuff, they're messy just like he is, in my personal opinion. And then you have that option A, and then you have option B, Tabitha Brown, where you get to partner up with a big brand like Target, okay, and have a range of products under your brand that they are distributing and selling throughout the country, at different Target stores. Would you rather have option A or option B? Let me know in the comment section. But, there's a whole lot more I could say, but I'm going to leave that to some other people that had some very colorful responses to what he had to say, which is probably one of the reasons why he's turned off the comments on his social media right now. I guess he has to let the fire, go out before he turns those comments back on. And it's amazing to me how someone who claims to have so many issues with their mental health could be so messy and mean on social media. But when somebody has the time of day to, I wouldn't even say clap back, but just to respond with grace, integrity, and eloquence. And then the other people who don't have the type of, that type of Southern hospitality, I'll call it, that Tabitha may have, they'll say, you know what, I got time today. Let me go ahead and tear his ass to shreds. And that's what a lot of people did. So let's just go ahead and get into what a lot of these other people had to say.
To talk about Tabitha Brown and that nigga Darius Cooks. Girl, first of all,
Craig, leave that on in.
First of all, why y'all be bothering people who ain't bothering y'all?
Well, first of all, Darius Brown was
Darius Cook.
Whatever her name is, girl. I'm here. His name is.
Don't misgender him.
Oh, I'm not. Excuse me, sir. Whatever his name may be. Again, my stuff says F on it.
Right.
Regardless of what y'all think it's
right.
I can pull it out. All my shit say F on it. F.
Now, why he bothering that woman? See, Tabitha is one of those people
because he walked up there in Walmart and he didn't see his shit. And Tabitha Brown shit stay selling out in Walmart.
Well, she at Walmart too. I know she was at Target.
I mean Target, yeah.
Right.
Tabitha Brown shit stay selling out at Target. And he better stop before he fuck around and find out.
He was sitting over there looking like Wendy.
Bitch, you don't remember when motherfucking Tabitha prayed for Wendy and her eyes got bigger than motherfucking 2 plates of Coke on the salsa, bitch. And when she vanished afterward.
She ain't on there talking about nobody else. And this man that went and bothered her talking about what kind of deal she should have gotten. She should have never signed. Why niggas who ain't got no deal always talking about what somebody else should have done? Talking about her seasonings and shit is on the bottom shelf. First of all,
they on the shelf.
That part.
That's all you need to know. They on the shelf. Where yours at?
That part.
This how we sum up. Where yours at? They on the shelf. They on the shelf, Miss Keisha.
Who?
Miss Keisha, they on the shelf. I don't give a fuck, Keisha. They on the shelf.
I'ma say it because y'all scary and I'm not scary because I can't get no whooping. Darius Cooks, before you get up here trying to criticize motherfucking thing, you get up here and show us certified receipts of them same companies that work with Auntie Tab trying to work with you. And show us the receipts of you turning them companies down and going to do your own thing, going to do your own big one and making your millions of billions of dollars so we can listen to your ass. Until then, you are a defendant and a clerk of courts. We don't want to hear shit you got to say. For you to go live talking shit about a successful black woman having a product at the bottom of the shelf in Target when you don't even have off-brand paper plates put on the shelf in a corner store, let alone a motherfucking wisp or measuring cup, who are you? Let me give y'all a life lesson. You never in life take advice from or follow up behind a person that says woulda, shoulda, coulda, especially when they have not done a fraction of what the person who they talking about done. Darius, you ain't do it because you couldn't, baby. Let's call a spade a spade. You can't do half of what auntie doing. And if you know like I know, you better leave that lady alone for your ass be walking backwards.
Darius Cooks, you so worried about what Auntie Tab making, you need to worry about how much hair is on your head. Huh? You so worried about who Auntie Tab doing deals with, you need to worry about how much hair is on your head. So if y'all ain't aware of the situation, apparently Darius Cooks, he went into Target and seen that Auntie Tab stuff was on the bottom shelf. Why is that any of his business? I don't know, but sound like a hater to me. So apparently he went back into his car and tried to make a post talking about Auntie Tab's bottom line. Yes, counting her pockets like money-making Mitch uncle and paid in full. Yeah, he did that. Side note, while you worry about Auntie Tab, you should be trying to get a deal with Mr. Cleaner Pond Saw. Amen? First of all, Darius, I should tell you that Auntie Tab got a relationship with a higher power. So that means all money ain't good money. You got to worry about what her path is and why she on that path and why she chose to do that deal. If you would have read her books, you would know that she listens to a higher power, and whatever she decides on is because she feels like that's her calling. Trying to make the most money out of a situation, all money ain't good money, brother, and you should learn that. And from my experience, last person that talked crazy about Auntie Tab, now we hoping for the best for Wendy Williams. Amen. Clock that. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all tapping on this story. Tell me what y'all think. But Darius Cooks done lost his damn mind talking about Auntie Tab now. Ready to go to war. I'm just the messenger, y'all.
Listen, Darius Williams, Darius Cooks, whoever, he a brave soul. He is a brave soul. He got some nerve, right? Because the last person I know that spoke on Tabitha Brown and she responded, bro, they don't even know if they in the world right now. They don't know left from right, up from down. You understand me? 3 things you need to know. You need to thank Beyonce. Don't speak on Tabitha Brown. And of course, we don't talk about Bruno. Right? And I'm not even saying that she did everything right, that she made all the right business moves or whatever. You know, maybe she could have went at it on her own. Maybe she could have tried to launch her own suite of products and this, that, and the third. But to give that kind of critique about, oh, yeah, you got a Target deal, but they put your stuff on the bottom shelf. Bro, it's a Target deal. I'm sure it's multi-millions. You sound like a hater.
So the reason why Darius Cooks is mad at Tabitha Brown, because, you know, he is this self-proclaimed chef, if you will, and she's on seasonings and things like that. That's why he's big mad.
I don't really know who Darius Cooks is, but I did see his comments on Tabitha Brown, and it just underscored the fact that I think a lot of people don't understand how conversion works or haven't really given a lot of thought to conversion math. He said Tabitha Brown's deal with Target was dumb because she could have easily just converted 1 million of her followers to purchase directly from her and made way more money than the deal that she had with Target. Now, does he even know what deal she has with Target? I don't know. But let me just tell you something. Tabitha Brown has 5 million followers here on TikTok. Okay, so if 1 million of her followers bought anything that she made, that would mean she had converted 20% of her audience into purchasers. A 20% conversion rate is so absurdly high that if she were able to do that, she'd be the only person on the planet. Okay, she'd be the only person on the planet. First of all, it's free to follow somebody, okay? It's free. It takes no effort to follow somebody. That's very different from asking someone to reach into their pocket and spend their hard-earned dollars on a product. It's just a totally different bar you're asking people to clear. Even the conversion rate for my website, okay? When my conversion rate is above a 3%, it's just that I'm having the best day, okay? Because it just typically is somewhere between like 2.5%. And that's people coming to my website. There's no reason to come to mintedcosmetics.com unless you are interested in buying makeup. People don't accidentally go to mintedcosmetics.com, okay? If you went there, it is because you were thinking about buying makeup. And it is a good day if I have 3% of my traffic converting, because it's a big hurdle getting people to spend their money. It's not easy to do. So to think that Tabitha could convert 20% of her audience to buy anything, it's just a wild thought. It's a wild thought. Again, I don't know who this man is, but it's a wild thing to say.
All right, guys, so you heard and saw what these other people had to say, and a lot of them made me laugh, and then some, they were just more educational about it when they were breaking down the numbers and the percentages. And it's absolutely true. The number of followers does not equate to number of buyers. And in the terms of getting people to open up their wallets and spend their money with you, even though she's like it seems like, I don't know her personally, but just the persona that she puts off seems like one of the sweetest people. It doesn't come across as fake to me. It really doesn't. I'm not saying she can't get down with somebody if she needs to, but to, go to that level of just being angry, how he was like yelling and calling her a fool, and it clearly was to get attention, but I don't think that he was expecting the type of attention that he was going to get in this situation. And I feel like a lot of it is deserved, because I've watched a lot of the content that Val B has done over the past few years about Darius Cooks, and I've just done a few pieces here and there. I'm not one of those people that knows a whole lot about him, and Val has his own experience with him from the past, so this is his get back, and I say more power to him. But to me, it definitely comes across as you're jealous, you're mad, hateful, and you don't prosper in that way. And he'll always have the same audience of buyers. He may have a whole lot of followers, and even the number may be questionable, because I heard that some of those numbers may be bots, but hey, what do I know? I don't really care either way. But I'm saying, if you have to get sales by being negative, you don't grow that way. Darkness doesn't like light, and Tabitha is a light, and Darius is extremely dark. That's just the truth of the matter. You cannot spin it any other way. So darkness is always going to be mad when the light is winning, and the light is winning by just being their genuine self. He can't even fake being a light. Like it just, I guess he just said, you know what? Everybody knows I'm dark at this point, so I'm just going to roll around in it like a pig in slop. And that's exactly what he's looking like right now. So you all let me know what you think in the comments. And let's just go ahead and get into it. And make sure you check out Val B's latest video. Again, I have the link in the description box. And also do subscribe to his YouTube channel and check out his Darius Crooks playlist. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.